I speak to you as a daughter of farm workers from the Central Valley, whose parents raised us, educated 8 children, and later each of us cared for them in their home until the day they passed. I speak to you as a mother of 3 beautiful daughters, and I speak to you as a high-risk OBGYN specialist who strives to provide the utmost in quality of care, but also who sees these preventable conditions as a result of us not investing in our communities. And I speak to you proudly as the spouse and lifelong partner of Xavier Becerra. Xavier has spent his life as a public servant, fulfilling his dream of being a fighter. And as many of you know, we've grown up together. We shared a dream to pay forward, to help build healthy communities, to create access and opportunities for others, all with a shared value of treating others with respect and dignity. There's no mystery about Xavier. His character, caring, competence, consistency. In other words, trustworthy and experienced. He's a man of principles and values, guided by faith. Xavier shows that as he honors his parents, as he's raised his daughters, and as he carries himself as a public servant. You see the true character of a person when they are most challenged. And for Xavier, that means steadiness, respectfulness, and trustworthiness. I have to say, Xavier is quite transparent. He may not always agree with folks, but he can make it clear where he stands, and he understands that it takes all of us to succeed. So thanks to all of you who believe in Xavier, especially the Foxes, our Friends of Xavier Network. I know you're in the house, the many community leaders that are here, and the awesome social media content creators. Because really, without you, this moment, this movement, this journey of the Becerra era, it would not have happened. You have shown the state, you've shown this country that you can't buy integrity, authenticity, and experience. You show that you have to earn it. So you've heard from me on the campaign trail about Xavier, but I want you to get to know Xavier from a different side. I want you to hear from our 3 daughters, who many of you have seen blossom since they were born. So I want to introduce to you Clarissa, Olivia, and Natalia.
It is amazing to be with you all on this historic night in Los Angeles. And it's the city we grew up in. As our mom mentioned, we are the proud 3 daughters of Xavier Becerra and Doctora Carolina Reyes, your next governor and first lady of California. Thank you for showing up tonight. Thank you to every supporter, to every team member who has made this moment possible. Yeah. Thank you for every post, every door knock, every call that you've made. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your tireless support. We are grateful to all of you. You made the Becerra era happen. Our dad has said time and time again, this is a campaign of the people and for the people. You showing up here tonight is proof that when we come together and use our voices collectively, we make a better future possible.
We wanted to start by recognizing our mom. A true partner to our dad. She's been the grounding, loving presence of our family. Mom, we love you, and we're so proud to be your daughters. Tonight would not be possible without her. She and our dad have taught us that our voices are powerful. Our voices as 3 young Latinas in this world are powerful.
Now, you've heard about our dad's experience. You've heard how he served as a congressman for over 20 years fighting for this city, Los Angeles. You heard how he helped craft and defend the Affordable Care Act, one of the most powerful pieces of healthcare legislation in our nation's history. You've heard how, as Attorney General, he fought for our rights, and as the first Latino Health and Human Services Secretary, he stood up to lower drug prices for everybody. And we could go on and on. But you know all of that. So we're here to share our side of him, the side that you may not always get to see on the campaign trail. And that side of him is the side that's our dad.
It would be an understatement to say that he's a busy man. Yet every night for dinner when we were kids, we could count on him to be there, be it in person or on the phone, asking us, "How was your day?" We know the side of him that wears t-shirts until they are so worn out that my mom has to throw them away. It's true. The side of him that quotes the movie Interstellar, specifically the scene where the main character is facing dire circumstances and is told by a robot, "It's not possible." To which he replies, "No, it's necessary." I know the side of him that when I was navigating a difficult situation, I went to my dad and said, "What do I do?" And he said, "You know what's right." And I did. He's taught us to work hard, to lead with integrity, and to trust our intuition.
You know him as a fighter and a leader, and he is both of those things. He has more than 30 years of hard-earned experience. Hard-earned. He is also a down-to-earth man who puts his family first and never forgets where he came from, what his roots are. And that's how we know, amongst us, about how he shows up for us and how he will show up for you as governor. California and this country, we're all at a pivotal moment. We need a leader who has experience, who fights for the hardest working and the lowest paid. We know our dad, and we know that as your governor, he won't be intimidated by what some might think is impossible, because he knows that it is necessary to make sure that California keeps going. So with that, we are so proud to introduce to you our dad, the next governor of California, Xavier Becerra.